Hello, everybody. Eric here on Wednesday, November 23rd. It is the day before Thanksgiving. It is 4 days before my birthday. And I'm here to talk about the comic books that I picked up this week. We're going to jump right in with Creep Show, issue 3 of 4, I believe. This is from Image. And that's a nice, creepy picture on the cover. As always, just a horror anthology book. Then we have something. I'm going to take a quick peek at the back without giving anything away if I can. Can't tell. This is Parasomnia, Dreaming God, issue 4. It's from Dark Horse, written by Cullen Bunn. And I was checking to see if this was the last issue. Because I can't remember how many issues it's supposed to be. Just a mini-series. And it's Cullen Bunn. It's good stuff. All right. Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead from DC, part of their DC horror line, and written by Bruce Campbell. Issue 3. That might be important to some people. More great covers, more great horror. Speaking of some horror, DC versus Vampires, number 11 of 12 from DC. We're getting there, man. We're getting to the end. I don't know what's going to happen, but I dig this cover as well. Looks like a vampiric Hawkman versus Green Arrow. Glad to see Green Arrow's made it this far. I've really enjoyed this series. I know some people, there are mixed feelings about it from others, but I'm having fun with it. And then we have The Human Target, Book 9 from DC Black Label. There's the back of that one. Written by Tom King, he's a writer that's hit or miss for me. I think it depends on the subject matter, but I've been digging this story where the human target is trying to figure out who murdered him. He's been poisoned. It's a story that's been done before, but I don't think it's been done with superheroes before. All right, we've got a couple trade paperbacks. Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse. This collects Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse 1 through 5. I'm a fan of Spider-Gwen. I'm a fan of multiverse type stuff and alternate versions of characters. So this was, I was tempted to pick up the individual issues, but I'm really trying to cut down on that. So got the collected edition. I dig that cover. I dig the different versions of Gwen. And then we have Carnage in the Court of Crimson. And this is Carnage 1 through 5 from the 2022 run, and Carnage Forever number 1. So this is, Carnage has his own solo book right now, obviously, since I'm showing it to you. And I dig a good psycho starring in their own story. It'll be interesting to see. Look at that back cover. It's crazy. It'll be interesting to see what's going on in this book. All right, well, we're going to skip this for the moment. Let's put this down there. Previews came out. There's both covers. No Marvel or DC previews, just the big thick one that has everything else in it. All right, so I grabbed this off the shelf because how could I not? This came out a couple weeks ago. And this is Dracula, the original graphic novel. So this is a reprint of the first ever Dracula graphic novel from 1966. And this says commentary, which basically just means like an introduction. And essays, I guess, by Christopher Lee. Everyone knows who Christopher Lee is. And J. David Spurlock. I don't know who that is. But there's the back, and it's almost like a comic strip from the newspaper. So you can see how it's laid out, comic strip wise. But I really dig that cover. I dig that back. It's got inside, it's got some pictures of different adaptations of the novel Dracula. And I believe it's just of different adaptations of the novel. So it doesn't talk about things like Tomb of Dracula, or at least doesn't show things like Tomb of Dracula, which isn't an adaptation, it's just Marvel's version. I think that's what they're showing there. But anyway, this just looked really, really cool. So I picked it up. And then finally, one of the reasons I like my new comic shop, there are many reasons, but they're always picking up different collections from people, buying new inventory essentially, and they keep their customers in mind. So a couple weeks ago, I walked in, and the owner said, "Hey, you like Doc Savage, right?" I said, "Yes, I do." He's like, "We just got a bunch of Doc Savage stuff in." He pulled it out. "Here it is. Take a look. Let me know what you want." So I had some of it, but what I grabbed was this 6-issue series called, I guess, First Wave Doc Savage, and then some second feature with Justice Inc. But there's issue 1, and then issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 5. Looks like we've got Monk, Ham, and I don't know if that's Long Tom, possibly. And then issue 6. And even though they're all marked $3, gave them to me for $2 each, which is half the cover price. So yeah, picked these up. I have not read this. I think I have the trade paperback on my Amazon wish list, and it's only available through third-party sellers. But, the comic shop guy looking out. So I grabbed those. And that's it. That's what I got this week. I think it's some interesting stuff. I have no specific questions, so the general, does any of this stuff catch your eye? What would you be interested in reading? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post spoiler warning. We try to be polite here on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. All that YouTube stuff. If you'd care to follow me on other social media. As of this recording, I'm still on Twitter at Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH5757. That is all I have for you this week. So until next week, read more comic books.